did you, I guess, kind of take away from the experience the other night against BYU? Obviously, you guys did a lot of positive things on defense that enabled you to come back and get back in it. On the flip side, guys have talked about, maybe offensively, free throws, you got to execute a little bit better. What was kind of your major takeaway from that game?
Pretty much that there's no drop-offs, in this league. Coming off a big win and then playing BYU, it was just as tough, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't get easier. So it was just a wake-up call, like, anybody can be beat in this league, and you got to bring your A game every game.
After the BYU game and with another tough opponent coming up, what's the attitudes among the players been like in the locker room?
We always have a next play mentality. Coach Dog harps on that a lot. So not forgetting about it, learning from it, but just moving forward.
I know it's only been, I guess, 3 games in Big 12 play, but Coach Dawkins just talked about, guys are recognizing the effort that every game, exudes at you guys. You got to be smart about, when you off the court, getting rest and treatment and stuff. I know it's only 3 games, but are the guys starting to kind of feel how intense these games are?
Yeah, for sure, and in practice it'd be intense too. So it's that fine line of how much you got to get done, and especially me, try not to go too crazy. But yeah, it's definitely a bump league. So.
How much do you think you guys learned in that Kansas State game, the first road game, and what are you gonna use to take that into this next road trip?
We just know what to expect now. We got a lot of new guys that was their first time even being on the road in the Big 12 or in college. So now we know what to expect. It's time to regroup and respond.
Where would you say you are, health-wise right now? You kind of jump right back into it after, missing most of the non-conference schedule. I know you've been back for 2 or 3 weeks now. But are you 100%? Or are you still kind of working to get back towards that?
Yeah, I'm pretty much healthy for the most part. I'm just trying to get my timing down. I missed a lot of practice. So now that I'm in the game, it's fast-paced. And another thing is my teammates, they do a good job with, not going too hard at me in practice because they know I'm hurt. But then you go play against other teams, and they don't give a shit about that. So it's like, it's kind of tough on me, but I get it done.
What do you know about the Texas team?
They're really good. That's all I know. And we're going to treat them like everyone else, of course, but they're really good. They got Ethia Horton, a guy from here last year, so they're really good.
So on that note, would that be a little bit strange? How do you think that will be, seeing Ethia on the other sideline, going up against him?
I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. He's doing good over there. It's all love. It's a competitive sport. If anything, it'll be more fun. If anything, you know what I'm saying, add that spark to it.
What does the offense need to do to kind of tick up a little bit? I know that's the UCF defense has been great the entire season. I've often struggled a little bit. What kind of needs to happen to have the offense kind of take the next step?
I just think we need to trust the movement of the basketball for real. I think the ball has a lot of energy in it. Sometimes the ball gets to some guys' hands and it tends to stop. But I feel like once we really dial in on passing and cutting or passing and ghosting and just letting the ball find the open man, we got guys that can shoot the ball, guys that can offensive glass the ball, you got guys that can dunk, you know what I'm saying? So we got all the pieces, but we just need to let the ball find it.
I know last result didn't go the way you wanted, but this has been a fun start, I guess you could say, to the Big 12 play. Had the home game experiences have been phenomenal. The fan support's been great. For a guy who's been here a few years, I mean, how positive has that been? How much fun is that playing teams like this week in and week out and seeing the atmosphere here and seeing what hopefully it'll be like the rest of the season?
Super exciting, and the best thing about it is every game is another opportunity. So we didn't take advantage of the last opportunity, but we're going to make sure we take care of the next one.
When you play these teams, I know every week there's a stat out, and the teams with the toughest remaining strengths of schedules, and it's like the entire Big 12 conference has the toughest remaining strength of schedule. Does it kind of feel like every game's like a tournament game when you're playing such quality teams? There's no off nights.
Yeah, like I said, that's another reason why it's another opportunity every game. But at the end of the day, our coach does a good job with letting us know they bleed how we bleed. They put our shoes on just like us. So at the same time, we know, they're really good teams, but they're beatable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is there you guys are going to leave tomorrow on Tuesday, and you'll be in Texas, I guess, through Saturday night playing 2 games. What's the challenge when you're on the road that long and sleeping in hotels? What do you got to do as players to make sure you're totally ready for these next 2?
Honestly, for me personally, I like it. I like having, I don't have no friends over there. Only my teammates, and they're supposed to be locked in. So the hotel beds be nice. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we got to go sleep on something that's not nice or. So I like it. I get to stay in the hotel, watch some TV, watch some basketball, whoever else is playing, really lock in. I really feel like I lock in on away games more than I do home games, me personally. But at home, we got the crowd and we got, everything that will help us at home. But away, I like away games.
All set.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot,
Awesome.
CJ.
Thanks,
Good luck to you.
CJ.
Thanks.